All right, let's talk about measuring your finger to figure out your knuckle to finger differential, okay? This is what it looks like. It's sort of like a belt. So what you're going to do is you're going to put the little belt end thingy dingy in here, and you're going to slide it along, and then you're going to grasp this and pull this. So the first place you want to measure is your knuckle. So you want to get it in there. That's not tight enough. Let's try again. That's okay. So now you got to ask yourself, now that it's on the knuckle, what kind of a fit is that? Is that like a hard fit, a soft fit? You know, that went over my knuckle kind of easily. So I'm going to call that an easy fit. So my easy fit is size 6. So I'm going to take my pad and I'm going to write easy 6. All right. Now I'm going to take this and I'm going to go up a half a size. It makes a little click sound. Now I'm going to try that on. Now that is harder to get over my knuckle. It still goes over my knuckle. It still comes back. But I would say that that 5.5 was snug. Now the next measurement you want to get is down at the base of your finger. So this is the knuckle size, this is the finger size. So this is where your ring is going to live, and if your ring is living there and it's spinning around, that's just crazy town. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my ring on with there's my little 5.5, there's my 5.5, on it goes. Okay, I'm going to have to be one-handed here, and I'm going to use my thumb to push it tighter. So this is telling me that I'm thinking that's a 4.5. So now, oh, that's moving very easily. If I had a narrower ring, like maybe half that width, this might drive me a little nuts. So let's take another look. We've got a 5 here. Let's pull it there. Now that moves nicely. This would be very comfortable for a ring this width. Now this part of the finger down at the bottom, that's where your finger is the smallest. When you have a really tiny, narrow ring and it's just going to nestle in that little spot, then you want to be on the tight side, whatever you choose here. Let's click. Okay, there, I clicked to the 4. That's the one that's tight. But here's the thing. I know, oops, you can't see this. Okay, I'm just rocking it back and forth. I'm thinking to myself that if I had a band that was narrower than this, which many bottom of the rings are narrower than this, I think that I would love this size. If it was wider than this might be a bit much. Okay, so I'm calling myself a size 4 finger size. Now let's say, for example, you're not absolutely certain what you're looking at. Take your cell phone and take a picture and say, that's the size I want for my finger, and then open it out to the size that you had it on your knuckle. So I would then take a picture of that setting and say, that is what fits my knuckle. The reason you want to show these pictures is your jeweler can double check and make sure that, yeah, that did look like a 5.5. The knuckle size is 5.5 for a proper snug fit. The finger size is 4 narrow, 4.5 medium, or about the width of this sizer. And for inherited rings and uber feminine, super dinky winky rings, there are people who have rings that thickness. So for that thickness, I would choose that size 4 because it would be nestling in this little tiny area. So we've just used this sizer to determine, whoops, upside down, to determine the knuckle to finger differential. This is the size you need to help you and your jeweler determine whether you need speed bumps, butterfly springs, or a finger mate or super fit hinging ring shank. Please read my blog, callagoldjewelry.com. Put in the search window knuckle-to-finger differential. It'll take you to the right post, and read about how to figure out your knuckle-to-finger differential so that you can have rings made that fit you properly and don't spin. This is Calla Gold. I hope this helped you figure out your size.